Alright guys, we're back with Had Fun Gaming versus Lana. And both of these teams also had some pretty decisive games in their round of 16. So let's see what these guys how these guys face off against each other. A little bit of the map control in favor of Lana right now. They just got a little bit faster on their summons, but it doesn't really mean too much quite yet. A kill is really what's going to set either team in motion. Yes.
Okay, cool. So we've got Have Fun Gaming sending their trip pretty deep into the enemy team. She's going to be able to juke her way out of there, taking a little bit of damage. And right now we're still sitting around the poke war. And the assassins are just looking for some slight positioning, looking to be able to start laying in some pressure onto the enemy backlines creatures. And for the moment, we're really just going to see a lot of poke, although this Gnosis is landing a lot of pretty good spears.
Yeah, and the spears can end up doing a lot of damage if you upgrade them and take a certain path. That they end up doing quite a bit of damage, and you can really help them. It helps you secure kills, and it helps you. It gives you some poke and some ranges, Gnosis, which is something that's super strong. And it looks like in the back line, Trip is still trying her best to kill any of the creatures, and it looks like she's not going to be able to do it yet.
Back in by that Woo. That's going to do a little bit of damage to her. She's going to stealth herself up and try and get out of dodge. She needs to keep herself away from the Woo, and she's using a lot of her mobility really just to be able to rotate around. But there's actually the enemy Taito inside their side of the map. He's actually going to get brought down. They almost managed to take out that Cerberus. That's going to be a great play coming in from Lana to be able to defend themselves.
Yep, and here we go. One kill has already been gotten. So one thing that we really have to consider are the team comps. So over on Lana, we have Taito, HK, Wu, Margrave, and Gnosis. So again, tons of melee. That's 4 melee in that team. Really heavy engage is what they're trying to go for, and they only have 1 range, so they're going to lose the poke war, so they want to be as aggressive as possible. They want to make sure that they keep fighting team fights, get good initiations, especially with the Margrave-Gnosis combination that we've seen a lot today.
Yeah, there are actually no tanks coming for the side of Have Fun Gaming. So they're going to need to be very, very careful about how they take their engagements. It's going to require a lot of fighting, good CC, and a lot of it is going to be on their Vidosity to heal them up through all of these fights.
Yep, both teams looking for an engagement, basically.
Oh, we've got a little bit of a fight. It looks like it was the Woo who stepped a little far. Actually, it was Taito who stepped a little far, and he's going to take a lot of damage, but they weren't able to finish him off. Didn't have enough dots to get the job done, but he stepped really, really far forward.
So if we look at what creatures both of these guys decided to put down, there's 2 Bloomers and a Cerberus for Lana, and that's going to give them a decent amount of vision, and it's also going to give them 2 points to retreat to if they ever need help. So that's a pretty strong combination there. They have to watch out because the Bloomers are pretty weak. They're basically the squishiest creatures in the game, but they provide
in goes Trip. She's going to try and get behind the back line. Starts doing a lot of damage. Margrave is going to go forward. They've got a lot. He's going to get slowed down by the Roland Vidosity now in a lot of trouble. Charnock, can he get one? He's going to get brought down, but he does take one down in revenge. Woo, now doing a lot of damage to this Trip. She's going to be forced out, and it's actually going to be a 1-for-1.
A 1-for-1 trade it is, and again, so far we see Had Fun Gaming ahead in power because they got 2 kills compared to Lana's 1, and it looks like Lana is going to try to push in again, but they're being stopped at the door by HK. They're super low for this engagement, and there goes the Bloomer.
She's going to go right behind the tanks, and the tanks are not that tanky yet. They're not going to be able to do that much. These melees are going to go down. Trip picks up 1, picks up 2. Can they get anything else here? Vidosity doing a really good job of healing at these targets. They're going to bring down 1. Now they're going to turn on to the Taito. HK doing so much damage. That's going to be the kills coming in for Take Fun Gaming. Take fun, have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah, so Had Fun Gaming, 6-1 right now. They're pretty much guaranteed this push. It's going to take a couple of extra seconds, and especially now after HK gets picked off by Trip. Great play over there by Had Fun Gaming, and it looks like they're also going to rotate over towards the D point and take that out as well. So they're also getting a map control advantage before the push even happens.
Yeah, they've also got their Trip again on top of this Cerberus in the back line. She's going to do some solid damage. Actually gets stunned up, instantly stealths herself away. So they're going to start moving up for the push. Griffin is about halfway point through the map, and Have Fun Gaming is going to be able to start grouping up and spear to the face. Actually, Woo start taking a lot of damage. Guardians starting to move on the rampage. They've grouped up everybody. And this is going to be a good fight if they can bring down the Taito. Taito taking a lot of damage. Charnock doing what he can. Vidosity is in there. Can she bring down the Woo? She needs 1 more auto attack to get the job done, but they've actually grouped up towards their Charnock to try and keep the push. He's going to get a lot of damage out of those AoEs. HK is going to be able to tank things through. The tankiest robot ever lived. They're going to bring down the Gnosis. And now,
Taito focus.
Amazing play there by that Taito. That's going to bring him down. HK now trying to stop the enemy Taito and HK from doing a lot of damage. Vidasi is there as well. They should be able to bring down this wound. Can Trip do it? She needs one more auto. Can somebody come in and finish the job? They need one more ranged auto attack. Charnock goes in. He tries to throw the fireball. He needs gets a little bit closer. Can they get it? No.
The mortar knocks them away. They get it. They got it. They got it with one last auto attack from HK before they ended up going down. That is going to be the team fight wipe over to the side of Lana, but a wound nonetheless. So that was an extremely close wound, but take a look at this. Lana now have the push, or now almost have the push, and there's no power on the side of Had Fun Gaming. So they're really going to have to force 2 team fights and win both in order to take the push away. And the shield is also going to be really hard for them to pull off.
They're probably going to be relying on this Trip to split up the enemy team. If Trip can either pick up a solo kill, which at this point in the game, she's barely power shooting full. She's got a couple of levels. So she might be able to pick off one of the really squishy targets. It's going to be really, really aggressive. She's going to start stealthing up and start moving across the map, possibly to pick off one of those creatures. She's going to run right into the Wu. I'm not sure Wu is the right target for her to be fighting. Using some of that Telbo movement, I don't know who this Trip is or who's been teaching her. I bet Telbo's been giving him some tips because that was some amazing disengage.
Yep, and now Margrave is on the run. He wanted to find an engage point, but he stepped a little bit too far forward and takes a lot of poke going backwards. And that's another thing that you really need to worry about if you're running a 4 melee comp, is that whenever you almost go in but decide not to, you're going to take a lot of poke when you try to retreat, and that's something that will basically delay your next push or give your opponents the opportunity to engage as well. So you really have to be decisive, and you also have to have good decision making as to when you want to go in. But if you can do that, it's going to be pretty hard to stop. There is an HK, however, who can mortar everyone back, and that's a really good amount of CC to have.
So we're going to keep on following this Trip as she's trying to rotate. Ooh, that is a big Cerberus. I don't know if she wants to be doing that. She's going to get pulled in by the Wu, instantly gets brought down. That's going to be huge coming in from the side of, oh my god.
Had Fun Gaming.
No, that wasn't Had Fun. Had Fun died.
Oh yeah, Had Fun died. Lana Gaming got it.
Lana. Lana Gaming is going to be able to pick up that 1 kill. That's going to give them the push, and maybe, just maybe, Take Fun is going to be able to defend. But that was really, really aggressive play, and actually all of the back points are upgraded for the side of Lana Gaming. They were able to get all of the large Cerberuses, and those are super difficult to take down, especially as a Trip.
Yeah, and at this point, Lana needs to position themselves to take the wound. It's not going to be an auto wound. The Guardian can't auto wound from a full health bar, even no matter how low the shield is. So it's ready to attack right now, and we see Taito sneaking past. He should be able to do this on his own with the low amount of shield there is.
Oh, Trip gets body blocked. Trip is going to get body blocked out by the Guardian. Taito should be able to go in and get this. Actually, he's going to run right into that Trip, and actually, no, he will walk away with the wound.
Yeah, and Taito gets the wound. That was not a very hard task for him, given the low amount of shield that Had Fun Gaming had, and he might even be able to get out. Swoop is up in 1 second, and he's going to be able to use that if anyone even comes try to challenge him. There's Vulcan. He's going to see what he can do. Charnock, and he's going to run straight into Roland. Uses his focus. Auto attack after auto attack. He might take him down. He's got him. Nice kill on the retreat.
Yep, that's going to be a 1-for-1, and power's basically even. So the advantage that was gained by Have Fun Gaming basically has been negated. HK is going to be in a little bit of trouble if this Trip connect something happen, but that was super aggressive as the Yeti is there. The Yeti is going to knock her up, gets down a ton of CC, using every bit of her mobility to get herself out of there, and that is going to be the kill, or there was a kill onto, I think it was Roland? Yes, so the kill onto Roland. Roland is just starting to respawn, so he's going to have to group up with his team. HK from the side of Lana is a little bit out of position. If he steps any far forward, he's going to get brought down by that Trip.
Margrave knows he wants to find an initiation here, and he's just waiting for the rest of his team to say they pushed up too far. As soon as they do, he's going to hit the Ghost Switch, use his charge, use his leap, get the stun down, and see what he can do to disrupt the fight. Everyone has to follow up on it, though, or else it's going to be Margrave in the middle of the fight. He's going to try to lock down Trip, but Trip does not get locked down, and instead she is able to get out of there right before the stun landed. Oh, HK taken down pretty low as well. He's going to have to dodge the poke from Charnock, and he just barely manages to do it. Meanwhile, Charnock gets caught out by Taito, but Taito is burning. He's going to be forced to run as well.
Woo. He's going to get the knockup. Can he get a bit more damage? There's the ultimate from Charnock, but he's still going to get brought down. Amazing play coming in. Vidasi's going to be able to clean up that kill. Trip is going to go in onto the HK. She's going to get one. Can she get the Gnosis as well? That's the backup coming in from HK for the side of Team Have Fun. They're going to bring down the Margrave. Can they bring down the Gnosis? That's going to be the double kill. Can he pick up the triple? That's the triple kill going over to Have Fun.
And that is a 5-for-1 team fight. Huge play by Had Fun Gaming, and part of that was also just a little bit of overcommitment from the side of Lana. After Had Fun Gaming got 1 or 2 picks, the rest of them should have backed off and said, all right, we got to defend our C point. We got to make sure that, or our D point, make sure they don't take it, and make sure that we're alive to get the shield, and we're alive to defend the push. And that's exactly what they're trying to do right now. But having just spawned in, Wu is taken down extremely low. He was trying to take power away from the Guardian, but it's not going to be good for him. He's going to go down.
Charnock in a little bit of trouble. He was taking a lot of damage from that title. They're going to need to get somebody to start pushing up and go in. Actually, HK doing a lot of damage. He's brought down the enemy. HK slowing them both, him and the Gnosis. Can he finish the job? He's landing every single one of the hits. Where's the mortar? Can he get the shot off? One more hit. That's going to be the kill, and now they're going in for the wound.
Yep, and Margrave is in the middle of the fight. He's going to lock them up as much as possible. And we have 2 people who snuck by for the wound. Let's see what they can do. Charnock is about to go down, and they take him out. Wu is going for HK, and HK lands his focus on the wound, and he gets it. That was an amazing focus right before he died.
Yep, good play there. They actually had an entire team wipe, so everybody is down with the exception of this Trip for the side of Have Fun. They're going to need to group up again, and actually Trip, she needs to get herself out of enemy territory. She's looking for a kill, though. On the retreat, can she find the Taito? Taito is super, super low. You just saw him slip off the side of the screen. Looks like Lana is going to group up and try and bring down this creature. Can this Trip make something happen? Trip, she's going to get seen, starts getting slowed. She's going to try and dash out of there using every bit of her mobility. Takes a ton of damage. There gets actually poisoned by the Naga. That's so brutal, but she's got really good dodge and stamina control. And wow, that is some amazing map movement.
Yeah, and you said Teldo might have taught her. Might as well be. Teldo is a great player, one of the best Trips in the game, if not the best Trip in the game, and he's got some amazing movement if you've ever seen some of the crazy stuff he's done. He showed some off at PAX South. If you can't find that footage somewhere, maybe YouTube it. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's something to behold.
I feel like it's on the Go Gigantic Twitch channel, so make sure you go there, make sure you follow, show some support for this awesome, awesome game. But we've actually got Trip going into 3. I don't know what Trip is doing. She's going to get the kick up, instantly dashes out of there. She's actually got a Taito on her back. She's going to get grounded, going to get stunned up. She's going to go down. No, heal up the heals from the Vadasi. That's going to be some serious backup rolling there, laying in some bolos, as well as the HK. He's actually perched up super, super high. They're going to start to aggress now that the players from Lana have overstepped their bounds, and now Trip looking for a play. Is she going to get the kick up? She does get the kick up. That's going to be the Gnosis going down, and the kills are turning over for the side of Have Fun. Instant knockback by that mortar. Poison coming in, and Trip is going to go down.
In this case for HK, Paranoid did help him out as he got the mortar. However, the enemy HK, a Margrave focus knocks them both up inside of the Naga's poison.
HK's still alive! HK's still alive!
There goes Vadasi. Vadasi goes huge, uses the focus, and stays alive.
That was an amazing play in by that Vadasi. They are not going to be able to get the push, but they'll have a lot of power to come in for the defense. Their Guardian is vulnerable. It doesn't matter because they've got a full shield, and there's nobody there from the side of Lana to be able to go in for the wound.
Yeah, that was a very well-timed team fight by Had Fun Gaming. When the push is about to happen, that is an opportune time to take the team fight, because you can either A, wipe them, or B, distract them so much that the team fight lasts long enough. You've kept them busy and nobody was able to go for the wound. So that was a really good time to fight from Had Fun Gaming, and I'm glad they did. And it looks like they are on their way to getting the next push of the match. It's about half of the bar is full for them. And in the meantime, Lana does not have much of a bar themselves. In terms of the passive power generation, Had Fun Gaming is ahead in that respect too. So we're going to see Lana force some team fights pretty soon.
Yep, Had Fun Gaming. Oh, Lana, they're sending forward there. Margrave is looking for a target. HK is actually perched up, doing a lot of damage. He's sneaking around, and I don't think he should be stepping so far forward. They do need to go in for a play, but they need everybody there to make something happen.
They really do, and Gnosis is taken down pretty low as well. He's got a low health bar. Oh! The Griffin with a tornado across the map takes him out, and now it looks like
in goes Trip. Trip's up right behind them. That's going to be an amazing swarm coming in from HK. He's doing a ton of damage. Nobody's on top of him. That's going to be the team wipe coming over for the side of Have Fun Gaming. Actually, no, here's the Charnock. That's the damage. Vadasi keeping everybody alive. And it looks like, I think, yep, Gnosis will go down. Margrave goes down. That's going to be the push. They're going in for the wound. Can't take fun. Finish the game.
And Taito is the only one left to defend. He uses his ultimate to go in for it. It's not going to be enough, however. There are all 5 members of the team going for it. Taito goes down, and that is going to be the win for Had Fun Gaming. our last semifinalist of the day.